If you thought The Better Sister would wrap its intense season with tidy resolutions and no collateral damage, think again. The series, based on Alistair Burke's best-selling novel, saved its most shocking twist for the very end: the death of Patrick Brannigan, portrayed by Corey Stoll, in the finale's closing moments. After a season full of familial friction, secrets, and betrayal, viewers had just begun to believe Chloe, Jessica Biel, and Nikki, Elizabeth Banks, might find closure over the murder of Adam, Nikki's ex-husband and Chloe's current spouse. But just as the sisters seemed to be rediscovering trust and unity, Patrick, the ambitious and morally flexible prosecutor, was found dead under suspicious circumstances, reigniting questions and complicating everything the sisters thought they'd uncovered. Reactions from the cast and creative team reflect a shared enthusiasm for the daring finale and a deliberate effort to leave the audience unsettled. We wanted to honor the book while still giving fans something new. Showrunner Maggie Cohn tells Entertainment Weekly, "The death of Patrick wasn't in the original novel, but the idea came from asking ourselves, what if the rot goes deeper than just Adam's murder? What if the justice system Chloe trusted isn't just flawed, but actively corrupt?" Stoll, whose performance as Patrick walked a fine line between charming and calculating, says he was thrilled when he found out his character would meet a sudden end. "It's a huge twist, and it reframes everything that came before," Stoll says. "You think Patrick's just circling the case, maybe trying to protect someone or cover up something for his own career. But then you realize he may have been involved from the very beginning." His death opens up a whole new set of questions. Jessica Biel, who also served as an executive producer on the series, says the finale offered a powerful way to challenge the audience's assumptions. "Everyone thinks they know who the villain is," Biel says. "But what The Better Sister does so well is blur the lines. No one's purely good or bad." Patrick's death shakes things up just as the dust is starting to settle, which is exactly what makes it so satisfying. Elizabeth Banks agrees, noting that Nikki's evolution from unstable ex-wife to reluctant truth-seeker made the final moments especially poignant. Nikki's whole journey has been about reclaiming her voice and figuring out who to trust, Banks says. Just as she starts to believe in her sister again and starts to find some footing, this happens. It's a gut punch, but it's so in line with the show's tone. You never get too comfortable. The creative decision to end on such a shocking note was not made lightly. According to Cohn, the writer's room debated several potential outcomes for Patrick, including redemption and imprisonment. Ultimately, we asked, what's the most unsettling, most honest ending? Cohn says, and the answer was, taking someone who seemed in control, who thought he was untouchable, and showing that he wasn't. The ambiguous circumstances of Patrick's death, no clear suspect, no obvious motive, and a long trail of enemies, leave the door wide open for a potential second season. Though no renewal has been officially announced, there's always some mystery to uncover, Cohn teases. The sisters may have closed one chapter, but the story isn't over. That lingering uncertainty is exactly what keeps fans coming back. With its sharp writing, morally complex characters, and emotionally charged twists, The Better Sister has proven itself more than just another domestic thriller. It's a meditation on how fragile the truth can be, and how far people will go to protect it. For Biel and Banks, that emotional core is what makes the series resonate, and what gives the finale its lasting impact. At the end of the day, it's a story about two sisters trying to repair something that's been broken for years. Biel says, the shock of Patrick's death isn't just about plot. It's about what it means for them. Where do they go from here? Who can they trust now? If viewers were hoping for neat answers, The Better Sister made it clear. The truth is rarely simple, and sometimes it's deadly.